with the Arizona Cardinals.
Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
Terrell Basham able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Zeke with a shake and bake. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Throwing, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. He's got it to Williams. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Shedding the tackle. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We're scoreless after 1. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. His throw incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone, and he gave it to them, 15 big yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4, Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Murray. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Run for Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Jones. Completes it right side to Cooper. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Murray now on first down.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time, with a flag. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Murray.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing on second and long. Murray steps away, being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now is Murray.
They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Murray. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
He's got his man. It's Gallup. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They go to Elliott again. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Murray has the first down and more.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan.
There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. A first down for Connor and then some. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Jalen Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. To try again after the sack, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for him here in this second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones now throwing on 1st down. Touchdown! It's complete. Dalton Schultz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the handoff, Connor. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Murray going to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. On 2nd and 9, Jones. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And, oh, what a catch at the 2. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Connor on first down, able to take this one forward for about 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. From the 31, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On third down, it's Connor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, check back 11, check back 11. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey.
To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Connor on the toss left side. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Terrell Basham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the 4th quarter. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try to run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team, he's going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. That catch good for only a couple.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about